We're Jess and Jessie, the Wandering Minstrels. We are highly trained to sing opera, but woefully untrained to build a van.
This is not how this tool is meant to be used.
Nevertheless, we are converting a brand new Ford Transit into our new home on wheels.
Look what I did.
But nothing could prepare us for the chaos that would force us to halt construction for an entire month.
She's trying to evict us within the next 4 days. What are we gonna do?
Hey guys, how are you? We are exhausted.
We're good now.
Yeah, we're great now.
In this video, we weren't so good.
No. Let's get down to brass tacks, ladies and gentlemen. A ton of roadblocks were thrown at us in this video. Hurricane, crazy landlord issues,
Technical issues.
with audio and video and physical equipment, and
I accidentally deleted days worth of edited footage,
that as well.
which is really painful. So there's a lot of holes in the continuity of this video, unfortunately. However, I think what we have for you should at least be at a minimum entertaining, even if it's messy.
All right, guys, today I'm starting to work on cabinets. The plan is to have like one continuous bottom of the cabinet and one continuous back of the cabinet, and then all the supports will go along and connect to both, and the bottom will be bolted to the floor and the back will be bolted to the wall. It should be very secure. All right, let's see how this goes. I'm making a bunch of cuts, well, a bunch of rough cuts that I'm gonna
For what?
line up for the cabinets. I'm gonna start putting this together. I don't think I'm ever really gonna understand how it comes together until I put it together.
Yeah, the first one's a learner. It's threatening rain a little bit today. Please don't rain.
Please don't rain, 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 go away,
We
come
have
again and never again.
2 tropical depressions or tropical storms coming in.
There is a tropical storm. Is it hurricane?
It's
Both
supposed to
named.
be
They're
arriving
both
very
named.
soon, so we are gonna hope we can get this finished before it rains, if it does rain, and before this big storm comes in and delays our productivity for potentially a few days. So let's get to it.
I don't know what's going on.
So this is the last support that needs to go in before we can start sanding
I think
and
so.
finish the inside a little bit. Yeah, I don't like seeing this cloudy sky.
Yeah, no, doesn't make me comfortable. So where should I put the first one? At the front. Front? Yeah. Oh, that was the bad thing to do.
What did you do?
I put a screw that was too long.
Oh,
It went out the bottom.
I'm so excited about these.
So I did a lot of the building of these cabinets, but you're gonna do the thing that covers up all my mistakes and makes it look pretty?
We'll see. We're just putting a clear coat on to protect the inside of the cabinetry, essentially.
Yeah.
We're not,
What is it that you're using?
we're using a triple thick water-based polyurethane, the clear satin finish. I'm trying to do kind of a thick coat because that's what they said,
Mm-hmm.
but it's really effing with my perfectionism because I want to go out and even it. So I feel like it looks kind of sloppy. I finished putting a clear coat on this bad boy, and now I just have to let it dry for a bit. Meanwhile, in this corner of the yard, someone is working on something.
Oh, someone messed up so many cuts in a row. No, like 2 cuts in a row. But it was the same. I can't cut a 17-inch deep shelf for the life of me. I don't know.
It's tricky.
It's not. It's just a number.
I was just trying to make you feel
Yeah,
better.
well, thank you. I appreciate it. Don't buy appliances that are too big for your van and then decide that they're going to work. Because that's what we're in the process of doing.
I've been hearing a lot of cursing coming from this corner of the yard.
Oh. Was that me? Every cut with a jigsaw. Because our table saw is tiny.
I'm taking footage of this so
My
that
butt?
I'm
Stop
witness, so
looking
that
at it.
you can be witness to it later.
The thing is, I'm fatter now.
Uh-huh.
I've gotten fatter since being a Patrick and Elizabeth.
Okay.
I really feel like
He insists that he is fat, and yet his pants are literally falling off his body because he's much thinner than he used to be. Stop it.
These are the drawer sides for our pots and pans drawer. Pot, pan, side. Now if you'll follow me this way. These are the pots and pans, front and back. Together, they'll make the box of the drawer. Except the bottom. I haven't cut any of the bottoms yet. Oh, more cutting. I have 4 bottoms to make of the drawers.
Well, I just thought you were going to say 4 bottoms.
I have 4 bottoms to do. I must do 4 bottoms.
Oh,
And I must do it
mad
quickly.
dumb.
Adios. Have a good day. We'll catch up with you tomorrow. It's nice and breezy, so I think it's the front little parts of that whole weather system blowing in. Jess is preparing for the hurricane, but I'm going to be here doing as much cabinetry stuff as I can, get as much done, and so yeah, I'm going to get to work.
Our apartment, which is currently under construction, from which we have been displaced for several weeks now, I think could really blow over with just a light breeze.
Yeah.
And so I am concerned about what is going to happen to our apartment while we are not in it. So I'm picking up some boxes from Jesse right now. I'm going to go to our apartment. I'm going to load up some of my valuables.
Oh, I need you to grab my cash. Oh, you didn't hear that. Grab my cash.
Okay. And welcome to the mess and hell that is our life. So we've got cardboard down so that the workers don't step on our rugs and stain them like they did last time. And we've got this lovely unfinished wall here, exposing the delight of cultures and things, pathogens that could potentially make us sick. More open drywall here. They just decided to, I don't know, slather our scale with dried plaster and dirt. I gotta make some sense out of this chaos and try and get some valuables packed up. So it turns out that our electricity is just off. Our house has been without AC for days. That sucks. No one told me that our power would be turned off. So, you know, the good communication and the good times just keep rolling over here in Chez Yesy. All my shoes. All right, I'm locked up. Let's hope this hurricane doesn't blow her down. You want to fill them in?
Yeah, so where do we start? Do we start with today and work our way backwards? Or do we work up to that?
I went home today to grab something. Our apartment was covered in remnants of plaster and ceiling and God knows what other kind of dust because they replaced a huge chunk in our ceiling. This was work that was not supposed to be done until after we moved out. This was something that happened right over our bed, and no notice was given to us that this would be happening. And so I was angry when I got home to see that it was this way, and that, again, a number of our things were not protected, and were treated with disrespect. And I was very raw emotionally, and I did not want to see our landlady or talk to her. Unfortunately, as I was leaving the house, she was there and tried to draw me into conversation, and I tried to avoid talking to her and tried to extricate myself from the conversation many times, which just made her angrier. But basically, I told her that it was not okay the way our things were being treated, and that we wanted to have notice ahead of time if they were going to do major work on any part of our apartment so that we could properly move our things out of the way for the workers or protect them as we saw fit. And that just made her even more angry because she took it very personally. She somehow felt that it was an attack on her, that our things are getting ruined and we're not happy about it. So she decided to give us notice to move out by the end of the month, which is in 4 days.
Right.
So that's where we're at with that, is she's trying to evict us within the next 4 days because we're not happy with our stuff getting ruined, which has no legal standing. But nevertheless, it's a very stressful situation.
While doing work.
While we're trying to still work on this stupid van.
I just mean like while doing work in the apartment that forcibly displaced us.
Oh yeah,
without
we still
notice.
can't even be in our apartment.
Yeah.
But we got some work to do, which we wish was on the van, but now is going to go towards dealing with this apartment situation. We at least have a place to stay right now.
Yeah.
So we won't be destitute. What are we going to do?
The process to file your claim will take about 10 to 15 minutes.
I'm actually calling to report a claim on my renter's insurance.
My landlady decided to do some construction on my building, although not directly to our unit. And as a result of that construction, the water pipes and sewage pipes burst, and we were forced to vacate. And we have not been able to inhabit our apartment since. That's okay. It's been a long road, but we're finally filing a claim today. Lots of rodent and roach droppings from the walls, and we could even see directly into the garage below and to the outside. So they had just left all that stuff open and said that was habitable for us to live in. Yeah. Filed a claim, y'all. We did it. The good news is that we're in a new place today. Our friend Elena, who's like hooking it up hardcore so we can stay here. She's out of town for a while, so we can chill here and have our own space a little bit and decompress from all of the stress that we've been going through. Yeah, what a crappy situation, but we've been really lucky to have great friends.
Yeah.
Like Patrick and Elizabeth and Elena. Amazing friends who have been here for us in our time of need.
Yeah, super fortunate that we have them in our lives.
We are so grateful to be in this space and to be have a place where we can also work at the same time on the van and give Brian and Jen a little break from the construction project in their backyard. What we have here is a countertop. Well, not yet. It's a cabinet. But we're testing out our appliances. Ooh, almost died. Now that it's been built, we got our sink in here. And we're checking to see how beautiful our stove might look.
Fits.
Oh yeah. This is very exciting. Hot dog. Look at that. It's a monster.
It is so much.
It's
Yeah,
the beginning
a lot of
of
prep
the
space.
kitchen cabinet, y'all. Fits beautifully.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Look, we tested our
I'm
blender to
just
see if our blender fit.
Cooking, prepping.
And then we've got this monster sink.
Yeah, it's too big. I mean, it is,
It's
but
bigger
it's
than
gonna
we
be
need,
fine.
but it's gonna be great.
We got a killer deal on it. Just installed this bad boy facing on the side of the cabinet. It's going to be by the sliding door. So yeah, now I get to try and fit it in the van where it goes right here on this side, and see how much I need to shim it to bolt it into the walls. Got my things to measure, refreshment. Good to go. So there are holes in the back of this cabinet now. So these are placed where the bolts are on the other side there. So I think what I do is I push this in until it contacts, and then I mark where this side of the wood is. Subtract 12 millimeters, which is the thickness of the wood. That should tell me the gap behind the cabinet. I took the measurements. They're all within, they're between like 16.5 and 18.5 millimeters. So this is 12 and 5.5. It's 17.5 millimeters. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 7 of them with this. Oops.
I get to have Chinese breakfast this morning, which is a real treat for me. Made sticky rice last night, got an egg on there, got some bok choy, some golden enoki mushroom. I am just over the moon. I'm gonna go enjoy my breakfast.
See, living in this van, we have a time limit, guys.
We've had a timeline this whole time.
You wouldn't know it by the way we were.
No. We never stick to it even remotely, but we have one.
These are our spacers. And these are what is going in the air behind the cabinet to fill in the space between that and the stud that it bolts into. So there's this solid bolting, and you don't want to have any air back there, so when you tighten the bolts it like flexes or tries to pull through the wood. You want something solid all the way through.
So you want to look at this one, right?
Yeah, maybe it's just easier to get it from the side is what I was saying.
No, there's space.
There's space?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of space here too.
We just test fit these. It can't go back farther because right here, this is the cutout that touches our wheel well. If we just cut this back, this one cut, then all of our shims might actually butt up properly and we won't have to re-glue them and do all of that. So we're hoping that this will be the quicker fix and actually the better fix. So let's see. Nice reach and film. Danke. All right, moment of truth.
It's closer, huh? Where is this hitting? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. I can't figure out. To be continued. We are going to test out how much room we have to sleep because this is a little tight with the way our cabinet's fitting right now. It's going to be so cozy.
Don't touch me. Move over. This is gonna be good.
It's going to be cozy.
Good. It's gonna be so cozy.
That's what we keep telling ourselves.
It's gonna be cozy.
It's going to be cozy, yeah. The thing is, we went supersize on so many things.
It's a van without a...
So we have to sacrifice somewhere, and it's probably going to have to be the width of our mattress and the fact that we don't have a lot of storage.
Yeah. It's a van without a fixed bed and a garage. So...
That it is.
Yeah. I'll show you a little bit recap of what we did yesterday, and bear with me, the audio might be a little bit different. We're having a little bit of a problem with our external microphone, so we're using the in-camera microphone right now. And here you go. So I don't know if you remember this, but we had the wires all running through here. What I'm doing is I'm putting this paneling on to keep this back, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a wire chase here, so it's going to be between here and this, which is the back of our kitchen cabinet. So this goes. Perfect.
Jesse has done this nice wiring job here behind the cabinet. So now
we just have to make sure that these bolts fit and that our spacers fit. Here they are, all lined up neatly, ready to go.
1, 2, 3. It's gotta be the wires that's hitting, right? Well, they're not any wider than the shims are, so that I figured it'd be fine.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, but if they clump in the wrong way, they might
Yeah.
We've had a frustrating couple of days that feels like not a lot has happened, and that's always disheartening when you're putting in lots of hours and there's no real visible progress. We're just having trouble fitting this kitchen counter. It's just off by like, depends. Sometimes it's like a 1/16 of an inch, sometimes it's an 1/8 of an inch, and so we're messing around with the spacers. I've hit my limit for the day. I'm gonna go in and make some dinner for us. Hey guys. Oh my god. Do you want to tell them what happened? Or should I?
What you did?
What you did. I dropped the camera in a giant puddle of water. It was submerged completely in dirty street water. Jesse quickly opened the battery compartment and took out the battery and the SD card to let them dry.
Like the smart and knowledgeable man I am, I knew exactly the steps to take.
Then, you want to tell them what happened right after that while you were drying the camera off?
I dropped the battery and the SD card back in the water.
So we've let our camera dry out for the past 2 days, and we tested it, and so far it seems like it works okay.
I mean, we'll see if you see this.
Dodged a bullet, we think, on that one so far. Knock on wood. Yeah. But now we got some serious van work to do. We need to install our kitchen cabinets because we've been paused on that for like a month with all of our crazy house nonsense stuff going on. So we got to get it done, guys. We got a deadline and we need to meet it. All right, we have fit our cabinet for what is hopefully the last time. So we're gonna glue on our spacers because we think we've gotten the recipe right. And then we're going to install our cabinet. How's it look?
It's on something.
Yeah, it is on something. Okay, we've been fitting this cabinet for like an hour and a half, and nothing we do seems to really work. So we may call it a day here soon. I don't know. See if we can get it done before we lose light.
Okay, I think we got it pretty well fit to the wall. We have to hollow out a few more like bolt holes to make sure they really line up because some of them are having a hard time turning. But other than that, good to go. Then tomorrow we finish it, we put the countertop on, and we draw all the things on it so we can saw it all out tomorrow.
All right, so we've got all of our spacers ready to go. We've enlarged the holes, we've tested the bolts, I think, and so maybe this will be the time that she goes in. Let's see if it fits. It's 1/8 off. I would rather have that side be this side be perfect.
It's impossible to be perfect. So it'll be what it'll be at this point in time.
So you got everything in?
Yeah, I just gotta do the final tighten on everything. Everything seems to work good enough. It fits, so I mean that's the important thing, and it'll have a nice firm backing to bolt to, which is important, and yeah, it's very close.
It's really close. It looks pretty good, actually. I'm quite happy with it. And I think that's because we're bolting it in now, so now it's actually,
Yeah.
you know. Woohoo!
Oh, I know. Doesn't it feel freaking good? Strong, like a bull. Strong like somebody who knew what they were doing built this thing. I don't know how I pulled that one off, huh?
Yeah, I pulled that right out of your butt.
Yeah, I'm thinking there's a lot in there that I can pull out.
Well, we did it. We completed a task, and it only took us like a month and a half.
I don't want to talk about it.
We got this thing in. And it feels good, right?
Yeah, it feels great. It's bolted into the wall with 7 grade 8 quarter 20 bolts right into the frame with the plus nuts that we put in, and then screwed around in through the subfloor and into the stud work underneath. So the frame, it's pretty rock solid.
It's
man.
not going anywhere. It
Which
has
is
no
good.
wobbles, so hopefully, and no squeakies when we drive. But we did it. Check. Next.
So as you can see, we had all of those struggles.
Every single one.
We got through them. Might have been a little hard at times, but we totally got through them, and we're on the other side now, which feels great. We're super thankful for all of our generous and just loving friends that have supported us through all of this.
Yeah, they've been amazing.
So yeah, we really like where we are now. If you like the give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the video, so you can not miss any more of our pain.
Don't miss a single episode of Pain from here on out.